He keeps his jaw tight, like it's holding up the room. Says I'm fine, like I have any excuse. Hands in his pockets, fingertips stained with old stories. Names he never learned to say out loud, sit heavy on his molars. He laughs at the wrong parts of everyone else's pain. Drags his boots through yesterday like it's glued to his laces. Silence has a number and it's due each night. He pays in little pieces of his appetite. Stacks his unsaid sentences in a rusted shopping cart. That's the price of keeping quiet. It keeps repossessing parts. He signs an invisible link right there on his own skin. Every time he doesn't speak, they come to take something. There's a room he never enters, but he lives in it anyway. Walls made of old decisions peeling like cheap tape. His father sentenced, still hanging midair. I raised you to, and then just a stairwell and a stair. He stares at his reflection like it owes him back the years. Mouth a locked glove compartment full of unpaid fears. He jokes about getting through it over burnt coffee at 3 a.m. But his grin looks rented from some stranger's weekend. Silence has a number and it's due each night. He pays in little pieces of his appetite. Stacks his unsaid sentences in a rusted shopping cart. That's the price of keeping quiet. It keeps repossessing parts. Every word he doesn't spend turns to metal in his chest. He sleeps on a mattress of unsent texts. One night he finally mutters stop, and the room tilts. Sound moves slow like a truck in wet sand. His own voice startles him like finding teeth in your hand. What if speaking up is just trading one pain for another? What if staying quiet is a slow, polite murder? Silence has a number and it's due each night. He pays in little pieces till he's paper thin and light. All his unsaid sentences rattling in that car. There's a price of keeping quiet. It keeps itemizing hard. He clears his throat, says one true thing: the world does not explode. Bill still comes, but for the first time he doesn't sign along. Bus stop glass, coat is soaked or sagging like guilt. He studies his hands like they're someone else's arrest record. Mud in the lifelines, calluses like bad decisions. Breath tastes like cheap coffee and metal, he mutters. I was supposed to be what? Exactly. Cars hiss by, all spine, no face, head with toss and scream, careers and abs and perfect kitchen tiles. Every red light looks like a judgment, his phone vibrates again, tiny courtroom in his pocket. Yeah, the noise will be more, do more, earn more, knowing like a stray dog at the door. And under it all, way under it, a quiet question pacing in steel-toed boots. I'm the silence of a guard dog, teeth tucked in behind the gate. You want a savior in a suit and tie, I'm just trying not to suffocate. All this pressure in a paperback taped to my chest like a bomb they forgot to disarm. You call me your shield, your shelter, your man. I'm just standing here staring at my hands. He remembers a kitchen, 10 years old, standing on a chair to reach the pan. Or snap, father's voice, snap louder, don't flinch, boy. Protect your own lesson carved itself into bone. Now every room is a fire drill, every hug a contract, every smile a down payment on a promise he can't afford. A siren yelps and shuts up quick like it thought twice about getting involved. He laughs under his breath, hero. I still Google how to fix a sink. Yeah. The world wants a wall, wants a wallet, wants a horse. He's got rent and a sore back and a stomach full of arguments. The storm hangs on his shoulders like a medal he never asked to win. I'm the silence of a guard dog, teeth tucked in behind the gate. You want a savior in a suit and tie, I'm just trying not to suffocate. All this pressure in a paperback taped to my chest like a bomb they forgot to disarm. You call me your shield, your shelter, your man. I'm just standing here staring at my hands. I just stepped off the script, let the code fall, let the phone die. What if strong men shaking in daylight, admitting I'm tired of catching knives, hey. But the night keeps counting on him, apartment lights stacked like silent demands. So he straightens his shoulders, swallows a storm, and shoves his shaking fist back into that cold. But I'm the silence of a guard dog, teeth tucked in behind the gate. You want a savior in a suit and tie, I'm just trying not to suffocate. All this pressure in a paperback taped to my chest like a bomb they forgot to disarm. You call me your shield, your shelter, your man. I'm just standing here staring at my hands.
City's got his coat on, put on to the throat. No name tag, breath hangs like cheap perfume. Over last night's bad decisions, I'm talking to my shadow. He keeps the better secrets. We walk past shuttered windows like two stray dogs too proud to beg. Cold coffee, quiet gum. That's my church at 3 a.m. Ask me if I want to change. I just stare at my own hands. Once for pulling people close, once for pushing them away. Cold quiet gun, boat go empty. Either way. With a puddle, see your face shake. Pick a side, I swore I'd quit surviving, start living something honest. But the rent don't like that story, and the hunger hates a poet. So I trade my softer answers for a harder kind of peace. Cold coffee, quiet gun, on this chipped up kitchen table. I pretend I've got a choice, like the deck ain't marked already. One hand smells like metal, other hand smells like rain. Cold coffee, quiet gun, teach me how to feel again. Like a note I'll never send. You laugh at how I bargain with a sky that never answers. Spare me one clean morning and I'll stop being who I am. Cold coffee, quiet gun, same gray stain in the window. Ask me what I'm running from, I say, man, just pour another. One fistful of reasons, one fistful of fear. Cold coffee, quiet gun, still breathing, still here. Got a pocket full of burned out matches, name smudged on the inside seam. Coat smells like yesterday's verdict, coffee tastes like someone else's dream. Street sign leans like a tired confession, rain chew glass in the gutter lane. I step where my shadow used to answer, lose my shoes in the gravel in the rain. Gravel in the rain, stone in my shoe, rust in my veins. I keep walking through the sideways frame. Nothing adds up, just gravel in the rain. Stained glass saints with chipped off faces keep score in the window pane. Dice roll slow on a diner tabletop. Snake eyes grin but forget my name. She left a glove on a payphone cradle, or maybe I dreamed that stain. I followed that thread through the ashtray hours where the clocks play cards with the drain. Gravel in the rain, stone in my shoe, rust in my veins. I keep walking through the sideways Typewriter teeth bite down on saddles, keys jam on the word remain. I sign in ink that smells like midnight and watch the letters crawl under the drain. Gravel in the rain, stone in my shoe, rust in my veins. I keep walking through the sideways frame till the credits roll on gravel in the rain. Sidewalks got teeth tonight, chewing my tired shoes. Storefront glass watches me like it knows the charges. My hands smell like old metal, like I've been holding on to guilt too long. You want the short version? I stayed alive, that's all. This silent city keeps its gun on the table, stares me down, never says a word. I drink my courage from a chip blue mug and pretend I chose this world. I keep my coat buttoned over bad decisions like they're cash I can't afford to lose. Cold survival, man, you either bite down or you brutal. I'll talk to my shadow, he lies better than I do. Says, you're not a monster, you just learn the rules too young. I lie laughing, my throat locks up like a door with the chain still on. Some nights I'm the wolf, some nights I'm just the wind. This silent city keeps its gun on the table, stares me down, never blinks or moves. I'll trade my sleep for another gray morning like there's something I can prove. I keep my past folded in my pocket like a map that leads me back to lose. Cold survival, man, you either bite down or you brutal. I remember a kitchen light, yellow and salt, steam on cheap plates, someone humming off key. That man shook hands with hope, signed the wrong line, walked away whistling. Now I peel his name off my tongue like an old label from a bottle. Tell me straight, was I born this hard? Or did I earn these scars on credit? This silent city keeps its gun on the table, waits to see if I reach first. I pour my soul into a cracked tin cup and sip it slow, rehearse the words. I keep my heart in an inside joke, only the dark seems to get the cues. Cold survival, man, you either bite down, you either bite down or you're bruised. I used to chase silence like a coupon code, scrolling for calm at 3 a.m. Breath, F's, blue light, herbal tea bags, all that soft focus self-help spam.
Kept rearranging furniture in my skull, trying to feng shui the panic. New rug, same stain underneath, same rush of static in the attic. I stopped looking for peace, started naming every siren, called the hum in my chest by its first name. Let it sit in my living room wiring. If the world wants to rattle these cheap drywall bones, fine. I won't beg it to be gentle, I'll just learn how to stay inside the grind. Therapist asked, where do you feel it? I said, row 3 at the grocery store. Fluorescent saints above my head, kid crying over cereal on the floor. It's in the group chat, 30 blue dots, everyone typing, no one talking. In the car when the light turns green and I don't move, just watch the honking. I stopped looking for peace, started flirting with the sirens, let the traffic crawl across my spine like a red-eyed late-night choiring. If the sky keeps dropping headlines on my phone, fine. I won't hunt for some safe island, I'll build a chair right here and call it mine. You ask how I sleep, I don't. I just drift through car alarms and upstairs fights, the neighbor's TV crime marathon script. I make small talk with the insomnia, ask it why it keeps coming back. It shrugs, steals my favorite hoodie, says you like me, admit it. I stopped looking for peace, traded truce talks for time and counted teeth marks on my tongue, turned them into kind of silver lining. If the day chews through my patience to the bone, fine. I won't wait for some new planet, I'll drag this chaos home and call it shrine. I'm done pretending I'm one yoga class away from enlightenment. The upstairs couple is arguing again. My phone is buzzing on the counter. The fridge is making that haunted house sound, and there's a notification blinking in my chest like a cheap motel sign that never turns off. I'm not gonna fix it tonight. I'm not gonna fix you. I'm definitely not gonna fix me. I'm just gonna sit here in this loud, ordinary apartment. Let the traffic crawl under the door, let the past rattle the cabinets, let tomorrow clear its throat in the hallway. And I'll stay at this kitchen table, bare feet on cold tile, coffee gone, voice gone, but still talking. This is it, this is the noise, I'm not fighting it anymore. I'm learning its language, one worn out breath at a time.
AM, street slick, cold drinking rain lights, penance, hands parked in the glow of a bodega sign, red cracks, old cuts, grease, ghosts in the lines. Your last ones just agree with teeth like this is all I've got. Skin like you, sandpaper, palms that never forget what they held, what they dropped. He was told, be the wall, take the hit, stay tall, every voice like traffic, all bricks, no rest. You ever feel the air press on your chest? He stares at those fingers like they're somebody's dad, like they're guilty or something. He can't name. Just feels like a radio left on under the wheels. Yeah. These hands are loud, the room goes quiet. I'm built to stand, you're built to riot. I take the storm, you get the shelter. I ride in place, you call it helper. I bite my tongue, you sleep just fine. I hold the line, you draw the line. All this noise in my head like bad weather, but outside I'm stone, outside I'm leather. He remembers the kitchen, tiny, yellowed hot. Dad's ring on the table like a deal, like a shot. Men don't shake, men don't show. Just pass the salt, kid, just shovel the snow. Now it's mortgage calls and late fees singing. Phone face down, but his ears keep ringing. He signs his name sloppy to another. The quiet deal, his name looks tired, ain't trying to peel. You ever wanna scream, but it comes out cough. Tell the truth once, then laugh it off. He palms the steering wheel like a guardrail scar. Talk soft to the dark, don't make me what they are. Those voices in his spine chain, oh don't run. So he falls into the coat, pretends he weighs a ton. He thinks, if I break, who carries who? And the rain just shrugs like that's on you, that's on you. These hands are loud, the room goes quiet. I'm built to stand, you're built to riot. I take the storm, you get the shelter. I dead in place, you call it helper. I bite my tongue, you sleep just fine. I hold the line, you draw the line. All this noise in my head like bad weather, but outside I'm stone, outside I'm leather. His fist just to see if it's his. Little half-moon scars like unpaid bills. Murmurs, I'm tired, to the puddle at his feet. It answers and ripples, then goes back to sleep. These hands are loud, the room stays quiet. I'm built to stand, you're built to riot. I take the storm, you get the shelter. I rot in place, you call it helper. I bite my tongue, you sleep just fine. I hold the line, you cross it every time. All this noise in my head like bad weather. I'm drowning in the flood, pretending I'm the tether. Learn the rules fast, don't get soft, don't stare too long. Nobody here is worth the trouble. Cold coffee, warm gun oil, rent due, blood on the steps, stains on the sink, names I don't say out loud. I'm just cold enough to live, too tired to die. That's all. Silence sits heavy on my tongue, like a stone I can't spit out. I carry it carries me through this city that forgot my face. Kid in the hallway, eyes like loose change, as if I sleep at night. I tell him only when I can't stand being awake. Alley dogs argue over nothing, same as the suits at the courthouse. Different collars, same teeth, same bite marks on my days. I'm just cold enough to live, too stubborn to lay down flat. Silence climbs into my coat, rides my back like undead dead. I drag it, it drags me past doors that never open twice. The law here is simple, you keep what you can't afford to lose. Memory scars, a half-clean shirt, a laugh that sounds like someone else. I talk to myself instead of praying God's busy or drunk. Who knows? The sky doesn't answer questions, so I stopped asking them mine. I'm just cold enough to live, too used to the dark to care. Silence fills my glass at night, warm as a hand on my throat. I drink it, it drinks me, till there's nothing left to say but stay. But stay. Yeah. 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 Boots on concrete, jaw like granite. I don't chase tall, I just talk planet. Scars like road maps, read them if you're there. I don't sell wolf tickets, I just stare. I'm cut from the cold, hard line, no fold, say less than bold. I'm cut from the cold, straight spine, firm hold, no bluff, just mold. I'm cut from the cold, yeah. Stay dirty, mind stays clean. Built my own lane, kept it mean. You want soft edges, wrong address, friend. That's how my name on the sharpest end. I'm cut from the cold, hard line, no fold, say less than bold. I'm cut from the cold, straight spine, firm hold, no bluff, just mold. No bluff. got his own climate. Won't rain, dead eye. At least tastes like metal, like loose change and bad lies. I smoke on a fire escape, counting sirens, counting sins. You can measure a man by the stains on his hands. Cold survival, that's my language. Teeth on edge, jaw locked tight. I drink my rage from a paper cup under that crooked night. Silence weighs like wet wool, pulls my shoulders to the floor. Cold survival, and a mouth that don't talk no more. I knew a girl called Sunday. She sold time by the hour. Her laugh could cut through static, then vanish like it's sour. She said this town needs kindness, chews it down to bone. Left her shoes on my windowsill and a number I'd never phone. Streetlight flickers, counts my breath like a tired old referee. Some days I'm jury and a judge, most days I just let it be. I lost track of right and wrong, trading favors, trading names. Now I sleep with my boots still on, for the fire, for the flames. Cold survivor, that's my grammar. Short sentences, long night. I fold my fear into cigarette paper, set it loose in the lights. Silence sits in a corner, loading questions on a worn-out floor. Cold survivor, and a tongue that won't talk no more. You wanna know how I made it? I learned to chew grass slow, count every lie like loose change, keep my hands where the hunger won't show. Judge knows my real name, but he says it like a question every time. Paperwork buried in dust, same as the man who drew that line. Man's gotta live in the cold, that's all. Sip that black coffee, wait for a call. Silence weighs more than a pistol in your coat. Quiet's got his hands right around your throat. Girl from the corner store says, you look tired, you look fine. She bags my cheap bottle like she's tucking in a crime. There's a guy at the end of the counter, been dying for years and years. He laughs at things I don't hear. I laugh so he won't taste my fear. Man's gotta live in the cold, that's all. Eat what you find, lean on the wall. Silence rise heavier than steel across your spine. You carry it like contraband across some private borderline. Talks and cigarette burns, stains on the kitchen sink. Laws here are written, and how slow a man can blink. Cash in my sock, blade in my boot, past in my teeth like a stain. I don't
pray for mercy, I just hope the rain stays rain. Man's gotta live in the cold, that's true. Keep straight face, let the storm pass through. Silence fills the room like a stranger you once knew. If I ever start talking, I'm already through. So I drink with the shadows, tip the night like a half and split. You survive by saying nothing and learning to live with it. Coat soaks through, collar up, still useless. Rain chewing on my cigarette like it knows my habits. Sidewalks a great confession. Puddles hold my face, then drop it. Smoke curls up, changes his mind and leaves. You ever sign your name on the wrong tomorrow? Not a big scene, just a quiet yes in the wrong room. Funny how a single nod can redraw the whole map, turn every small talk street into a crime scene. This is the life I picked, not the one I meant. Like grabbing the wrong suitcase and finding my hands a handcuff to the handle. Can't trade it back, can't blame the clerk, just stand here, let the rain rid me my rights. Over and over, over and over. Yeah, I remember her laugh falling down my shirt front, coffee cooling between us, that soft stupid daylight. I folded that moment, stuffed it in a pocket, washed the coat too hot, now it's just letting go. You ever hear your own voice answer for you too fast? Mouth on autopilot, heart stuck in customs. One word slipped out, stamped the passport. Now every road spells a name in potholes. This a life I picked, not the one I meant. Like walking through the wrong door and the lock changes sides when it shuts. Can't trade it back, can't bleed misprint. Just stand here, let the sky file its report. Over and over, over and over. Oh, over and over. The thing about smoke is it never has to stay. It gets to vanish, pretend it never sat in your lungs. People were not built like that. I lit the match, I signed the form, I walked away. There isn't a version where I didn't. Just me, this coat, this rain, and a choice that keeps on choosing me back. call her up. City water running down my sleeve. Cigarette draw, little ghost rolls right out of me. I told myself, you'll forget this in a week, but it sits in my jaw like a word I can't speak. You ever sign your name on a door that slams behind you? Tell yourself it's fine while the hallway shrinks in size. I keep replaying every shrug, every sideways smile, like I could crawl back through those tired eyes. This is smoke that won't remember me, but I remember everything, yeah. One small turn at a red light told the map at the center scene. Can't rewind, can't retread what I could with a casual hand. Now the rain keeps filling my pockets and I just stand. I just stand. You said, pick a side, I laughed like it was easy. Tossed a corn in my mouth, called it courage, let it freeze me. Now your name's a locked phone, face down on my nightstand. Still buzzing in my head like it never left my hand. Funny how a yes can sound exactly like surrender. How a door left cracked still feel like a slam decision. I keep kicking at the curb like it might spit up an answer, but the gutters only offer old receipts and superstition. This is smoke that won't remember me, but I remember every frame. You walked off like it was Tuesday. I stayed stuck in a different day. Can't untie what I tied too tight with a tired, impatient mind. Now the sky leans heavy on my shoulders and I just lie. And I just lie. Look, it wasn't some grand betrayal, just a shrug at the wrong moment, a joke that landed sideways, a door I let close, 'cause my hands were in my pockets and pride felt warmer than you. Now I stand here in this soaking cold, watching my breath sign his name in the air, watching this little fire eat itself a comfort. The smoke forgets, I don't. That's the old tragedy right there, and the way it disappears so politely every time I ask it what I could have done different. Street's got frost on its tongue, chewing on my name. Slow I walk like I owe it money, hands deep, eyes low. Window glass stares me down, sees the light, sees the same. I'm sober as a loaded gun. done. Too tired to reload the pain. Silent city got teeth, it bites, but it keeps me breathing. I drag my doubts through the dark like a suitcase I never believed in. I'm half prayer, half threat, just doing the math to stay mean. Cold survival in a dead man's cold, trying to pass for clean. I talk to my shadow like a landlord. He wants a rent in pieces of sleep. I pay with old promises and the secrets I couldn't keep. Once I loved someone at a bus stop, or maybe that was just a thought. Her face keeps changing in my head, but the leaving part does not. Silent city got teeth, it bites, but it keeps me breathing. I drag my doubts through the dark like a suitcase I never believed in. I'm half prayer, half threat, just doing the math to stay mean. Cold survival in a dead man's code, trying to pass for clean. Tell me which side am I on when I argue with a mirror? The man who crawls home at sunrise, or the one who never gets near? Some nights I'm the bullet, some nights I'm the glass. Either way, I'm cracking and calling it, letting it pass. The silent city's got teeth, it bites, but it keeps me breathing. I drag my doubts through the dark like a suitcase I never believed in. I'm half prayer, half threat, just doing the math to stay mean. Cold survival in a dead man's code, trying to pass for clean.